Today's case is a case that I have never heard of before, and it deserves to be shared just as much as any other case. And that is the case of Marcella Hope Yellowbear. From the age of 1 month, Marcella Hope Yellowbear lived with her foster dad, Jamie Little Hawk Blackburn, and his girlfriend, Leah Lone Bear. But when the couple broke up in 2004, Marcella was sent to live with her grandmother, Ruby Blackburn. Ruby had been warned not to let Marcella go back to her mother, Michaela, and the reasoning was Michaela had gotten back together with Ruby's father, Andrew Yellowbear. Jamie Littlehawk Blackburn tried his hardest to stop the court from placing Marcella back with her parents. Jamie told the court that Marcella's parents were fine on their own, but when they got together, they tended to bring the worst out in each other, and things became violent. Despite the allegations of abuse, the couple had 3 other children that had not been placed in foster care. Shortly after Marcella moved back in with her parents, the abuse began. Between May 15th, 2004 and July 2nd, 2004, Yellow Bear systematically abused and tortured 22-month-old Marcella. He would beat Marcella with a hammer, a shoe, a 2x4, and a plastic stabilizer bar from a child's swing set. Marcella was often pinched so hard it would leave deep bruises, and she was cut and burnt. Blackburn claimed that she was so afraid of her husband that instead of protecting her daughter, she joined in the abuse. On the night of July 2nd, Yellow Bear called the emergency room at Riverton Memorial Hospital to alert staff that Blackburn was on her way there with Marcella, who was not breathing. The emergency room staff were immediately on high alert due to the nature and extent of Marcella's injuries and suspected child abuse. Despite hospital staff's best efforts, Marcella was pronounced dead shortly after her arrival. Marcella's official cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. The autopsy revealed a skull fracture to the back of her head and numerous head traumas resulting in subgleal hematomas. She had a laceration starting from below her chin that went all the way up to the underside of her tongue. She had a broken arm and third-degree burns to her right hand and fingers. It was also noted that she had large abrasions to her buttocks along with a burn. The coroner also noted that she had cuts and potential burns to the bottom of her feet, and that she had numerous deep tissue bruises from being pinched. She was also noted to be severely dehydrated. Blackburn and Yellow Bear were arrested in connection to Marcella's death. During his interrogation, Yellow Bear denied taking any part in the abuse of Marcella. He stated that it was Blackburn who abused her and inevitably killed the toddler. Blackburn originally confessed to the murder of her daughter, but later recanted her confession and stated that the only reason that she had confessed in the first place was out of fear of Yellow Bear. Both Yellow Bear and Blackburn were charged with first-degree premeditated murder. Blackburn ultimately took a plea deal and pled guilty to being an accessory to murder. She even agreed to testify against Yellow Bear. During the trial, Yellow Bear sought to have Blackburn removed as a state's witness. He stated that she suffered from numerous psychological conditions which called into question her competency, but the judge denied his motion. Yellow Bear's attorney succeeded having his trial moved out of Fremont County, citing potential jury bias among the members of the Eastern Shoshone tribe that Marcella was a tribal member of. Ultimately, Blackburn was sentenced to 60 years in prison, and Yellow Bear was convicted of first-degree premeditated murder and sentenced to life in prison. Following his conviction, Yellow Bear unsuccessfully challenged the state's jurisdiction in his case. He cited that only tribal and federal courts had jurisdiction over his case, as he was a member of the Arapaho tribe. Yellow Bear and Blackburn are currently serving out their sentences, with no known further plans to appeal. Let me know your thoughts on this senseless crime in the comments, and as always, I'll see you next time.